Damn it, microphone. Oh, just plugged my phone in to update images and stuff, and yeah, it's knocked out my bloody mic again. Damn it. Technology, eh? Technology. Right, we're back. As you can see on screen, we're back with the P1 boys and their BMW M3 GT Series League. So they are the Gr3 class cars. More power, more aero, a little bit faster. So we are live from Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. Let's have a look at some scores, shall we? So this is a team event. You can see down the side, on the left-hand side there, you've got B, A, C, C, E. That's all the different teams. So make a mental note of those because I'm not reading them out. We'll have a look at team results in a second. But individually, Raul is leading the way. 129 points, storming away with it at the minute. 98 points for second for Mocking Weeks. Third is Dylan with 93 points. Fourth is Benny with 68 points. Reg in fifth with 47 points. Champ sixth with 46 points. Aldo seventh with 42 points. Baggy eighth with 37 points. Also on 37 points, so joint eighth really is Gamer Dad. Ninth then for UK Apache, 35 points. 33 points for Dizzy for 10th. 11th is Manny with 31 points. Pilgrim in 12th with 29 points. Valium with 19 points for 13th. Dodgy 14th with 18 points. Chainsaw with 10 points for 15th. P1 Don 16th with 9 points, but had some issues in Godzilla's own kit the other week. And Tatey on 3 points. But Chainsaw Reserve and Champ there, as you can see, it all says reserve drivers. Let's go and have a look at team points. So Team B leading the way with 209 points. Team C is on 193 points. Team A is on 161 points. Team E is on 140 points. And Team D is on 106 points. Just jump back to that screen there. You can see B, A, C, C. So B is smashing it at the minute with Raul taking many a win. Right, let's get ourselves in the stream. Qualifying already started. I was a little bit late starting myself, to be honest. So, who's leading qualifying? P1 Don at the minute with a 2:18.451 for him. If his internet holds out. I can't. Oh yeah, he's back in the pits. Okay. Taking on board fuel then for Valium. Let's go for a little bit of an onboard lap then. Down the hill. Through Radion, Eau Rouge. Onto the Camel Straight. You see one or two overtakes up and down here using the slipstream. Brussels or Pubon, I forget. Big right left chicane though, easy to get it right through there. You may see one or two drivers take a little bit of a shortcut depending on how fast they're travelling up the Camel, especially if they're in the toe down towards this awkward little hairpin. Again, easy to sling one up the inside through here, down towards the left hand corner, lovingly known as Dave to some of you. There it is, Pubon, all nice and wide through there for Valium. Gets it back on track, down into Campus then. left section. Again, easy to run it wide on the exit down towards, oh, a little bit squirrely on the exit down towards the right-hander at the bottom. Forget what this corner's called. Should know it, but I haven't got it written down. All the power then down towards Blanchimont. So you're going to take it flat. Little lift through there for Valium. Again, just got to be careful you don't run it too wide on the exit. We'll see one or two dives for this final turn as well into the chicane. A lot of people mistake that for the bus stop, but it's not. There is no bus stop. So back onto that start finish straight. Comes across the line with a 2:17.094. So Don is actually right behind him on track. Sitting on that 2:18.886 for pole position. Sorry, 2:17.886 for pole position. Oh, I say that, Mental Nev just going quicker. Oh, the same. So what? Oh, there you go. I was looking at P1 Don, but it was Mental Nev's time. So he's got the 2:17.886. Apologies. So when he rejoins the room, that'll put him on pole. P1 Don second, Valium third. Champ in fourth, Ricky in fifth. Manny sixth, Dylan seventh. Mockin in eighth. Dodgy ninth. Tatey in 10th. Mental Nev will be on pole. I'm not sure where Pilgrim or Aldo will be. Line through there for Don, looking for the move on Valium. This is qualifying. Valium got a little bit of penalty to lose, still trying to battle it out with Don though. Won't be doing Don's qualifying times any good, although he's, you know, he's in second. That's not what you really need in qualifying though, bit of a punch up. Okay. All right, being reset for the race then. Get ourselves in when it fires up. 40-minute race for you lot. Weather just being changed as well. Come on, PlayStation servers, do not explode tonight. Did have some issues during that race against Dementia 24-hour race yesterday. I think the French or Greek hosts struggled. Right, what's going on here then? Just waiting for everyone to get on track. Jay back in the folds tonight. Been a while for Ricky J in the P1 stables. And never on that pole position then. You rocking a cliche sticker on the back of that car? Oh no, it's not. It's something else. Oh, that's what it is. So just some glory shots of pole sitter Mental Nev. I don't know. Have they restarted quali? Possibly have restarted quali. Bags! What's going on? Yeah, it does look like it. Not being told anything in chats, just waiting for replies off people in other chats. It does look like they have reset the lobby for qualifying now, so that puts us about 10 minutes behind schedule, 15 minutes behind schedule-ish. Shout out to the new subscriber. It doesn't actually show you who you are, but subscriber 526. Thank you very much. So on to the hot laps now. Champ leading us out. Ali in second, being harassed by Dylan. Don not under any pressure this time, but he's got a bit of traffic in front of him. Aldo's sitting in sixth. Again, these are only the first of the hot laps happening now. Mocking Weeks 8th, 89th. Mental Nev in 10th, so obviously not on pole. Dodgy 11th. Ricky J 12th and Pilgrim 13th. Pilgrim's only actually on his out lap. Excuse me, it's the goof. There's a big pile of beamers. Oh, Dylan running a bit slow. Maybe just allowing these boys through. Baggy and Don side by side. To Blanchimont. Slight lift again there by Dylan. Let's see. All the way over to that right hand side, nearly off track. Through the chicane cleanly. Got to just be careful through there as well, not to spin the rear end up. Don actually going a little bit wide on the exit. Tail happy through the finish line. So now we've got drivers coming through those the start and finish line. Let's have a run through. Champ then 2:17.7 for pole position currently. Mocking Weeks second, 2:17.7. Don got himself third, even with a fishtail across the line, 2:18.2. Aldo on a 2:18.9 for fourth. Baggy fifth, he's on a 2:20.6. Getting a good old toe from P1 Don up this back straight as well. Valium 6, he's got himself a 2:21.1. Oh, Dodgy's got the source wrong. Put it into the AstroTurf at the side of the track, spun himself round, back on track, pointing the right way now. 2:21.4 for him, 7th. Tatey 8th, 2:21.7. 2:21.9 for Manny in 9th. 10th for Dylan, currently 2:23.9. Getting a toe off Baggy. So Ricky in 11th, 2:26.4 for Ricks. Mental Nev in 12th at the minute, 2:18.2, but picked up a penalty, so that lap not counted. Pilgrim still not done his his hot lap yet. Winning more purple sectors actually, Champ. Looking to secure that pole position. Closest rival, Mocking Weeks, is only 200ths behind him. Will he get a bit of a toe off his teammate? I think it's his teammate Manny in front. They all got the tyre slayer. Monster that livery smashed on the back. It's got a tyre slayer on it. These haven't. Champ out still though. Not going for a fresh set of tyres. He has got quicker as well. Not anymore. Mental Nev has just taken that pole position back where he rightfully did from the first session we saw. So, what's he done? 2:16.830 for Mental. That's a quick lap round at Spa. Champ then, 0.6 of a second back with that 2:17.4. Mocking Weeks third. We did just see Champ go a little bit quicker, so extends his lead from Mocking Weeks by a little bit. Mocking on a 17.7. In 0.3 back from Champ's fastest time at the minute. Down to fourth, then half a second back from Mocking. 2:18.2 on the clock for him at the minute. He is getting a little bit of a toe from Tatey in front. Just not got to be compromised by his teammate. Aldo fifth, he's got a 2:18.9 on that lap 2. Tatey gone a bit quicker, 2:20.0. Gets past him. He's 1.1 seconds back from Aldo, and then we've got Pilgrim. He's gone quicker into 7th, 2:20.4. He's only just put his hot lap in. So Manny 8th, 2:20.5. Baggy 9th, 2:20.6. Valium on a 2:21.1 for 10th. Dodgy 11th, 2:21.4. Ricky on a 2:21.6 for 12th. Dylan sitting at the back of the pack, 2:23.9 for him. Flashing his lights as well, not sure what's happened. He's got no damage on the car. Mental Neb then with that 2:16.8. Just picked himself up a little penalty there. For a fresh set of boots for himself. Champ is already in. So yeah, you will notice they spend a little bit more time in the pits. Since the update, they've somehow jiggled it so they spend a bit more time in the pits. Not all tracks. And this one possibly not being one of those. So Mocking Weeks actually putting in a 2:14.2 there, but that must have been with some serious corner cutting. It's not showing up, and it's 2.5 seconds quicker than anyone else. So yeah, it looks like he might have taken a little bit of a shortcut on that lap. Maybe that one as well. Yeah, there's the penalty. All 4 wheels over the white line, that's enough. Never back out the pits then, fresh set of tyres. Racing super soft on board for him. Champ on the super softs. Mocking super softs. I think everyone's going to be on the supers. Don super softs. Aldo supers. Oh no, Baggy on the softs. Manny on the super softs. Tatey, what are you doing? Just sitting out this last bit of quali, are you? Pilgrim just parking up. He's also on the softs. Valium picnicking. He's on the super softs. Dodgy is on the super softs. Ricky is on the super softs, and Dylan on the softs. So 11 and a half minutes into quali. Gives us 3.5 remaining. Mental Nev still holding that 0.6 from Champ. He's on another outlap as well. So time running out for Champ to try and regain that top spot. Weeks just dropping his penalty through there. We saw him picking that up just a second ago. What's Don got this time? Just comes across the line for a 2:17.4. Puts himself up another position into third. Pushes Mocking Weeks down a position. He's just had to drop penalty as well this lap, so this might not be the best lap for him. It's already 2:19, 2:20. So we'll get one more chance. 2:17.4. Penalty for Champ as well. Dylan actually going quicker, 2:17.4 for himself, gets himself into third. So last time we looked in, he was at the back of the pack. Got himself a third so far. He's got another lap to try and better that. So pushes Don back down into fourth position, Mocking down into fifth. Aldo sixth, Baggy seventh, Manny eighth. Tatey in 9th, Valium 10th, Dodgy 11th, Ricky in 12th, Pilgrim in 13th. So 1 minute remaining. I know they don't mess about the P1 boys. For, if you're in the middle of a lap, tough luck. Got 50 seconds remaining. Mental Nev might just see the end of this one. 2:16.8 though. Let's put the willies up. Champ who's also got himself another penalty. Just coming down towards. Oh, it's way too quick through Blanchimont. Drops his penalty. Could be that one done and dusted. 25 seconds left for Mental Nev. On pole, but he might want to just try and better that. P1 Don actually going quicker. What's he put in at 2:17.3, so closes the gap down to less than half a second. Mental Nev just coming through that final chicane. Yeah, he's going to finish that one just though by the skin of his teeth, and it's another quicker lap. 2:16.143 for Mental Nev. Only driver to hit the 2:16s then. That's definitely going to put the willies up the boys. P1 Don then up into second, 2:17.3. You won't get to finish this lap, my friend. Champ pushed down into third, then 2:17.4. Dylan fourth, 2:17.4. Mocking Weeks fifth, 2:17.7. Aldo sixth, 2:18.5. Marion 7th, 2:19.6. Baggy in 8th, 2:19.8. Manny in 9th with a 2:19.8 as well. Tatey 10th with a 2:20.0. Pilgrim 11th. No hot lap on board for him. Dodgy in 12th, 2:21.4. Ricky 13th, 2:21.6. So everyone be given a good look. Have a clean race. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. What's happening? Still on track. No, he wasn't on track. He was at his lobby. Looks like P1 Don is going to get to finish this lap. Close. Oh, not close enough. 2:17.7. Mental Nev then. Champ does actually go. Wait, you just got Champ. There you are. Does actually just go a little bit quicker. 2:17.1 brings the gap down. Oh, still a second with that extended lap that Mental Nev's just done. That 2:16.1. Here we go then. 40-minute race for you lot. Mental Nev on pole. 2:16s for him on the clock. 40 minutes of Spa. It's a love or hate track, this one. People have already got the revs thrashing. I forget whether this is timed or genuine grid start. I think it's timed. No, it's not. It's just get off. Ricky J getting a good start, firing himself down the middle of the pack. He's got himself past Aldo, I think. Mental Nib holds on to pole though. Don second, Dylan third. Oh, Tatey, is that Tatey gone a little bit wide? Hila Source it is at the back. He's still on track. Pilgrim not getting a great start either, all the way down in 13th. So Mental Nev under pressure as they head up the Kemmel. That's what he's got to deal with. P1 Don and Dylan using the slipstream to get past. Champ as well will gain a little bit. Mental Nev though holding his own through here. Screw you guys, I'm going to carry the speed. And he's gone a little bit deep in the background. Mental Nev then holding the speed through there. What's it called? There's Combs, of course it is. So holds on to that top spot. P1 Don second, but he's under pressure from Dylan. Dylan looking to run around the outside through Dave, doesn't quite work. Heading down towards Poupon then. Mental Nev starting to pull a little bit of a gap from the drivers behind. P1 Don having to go defensive from the attacks from Dylan. Got Mocking Weeks and Aldo having a little bit of a punch up in the background. Mocking Weeks winning out so far. Just goes a little bit wide through there though, does Mocking. Holds on to that 5th place. Aldo's 6th, but he's under pressure now from Valium. So Mocking Weeks 5th, Aldo's 6th, Valium 7th. Baggy 8th, Ricky J up into 9th, having a great start, Ricky J. From 13th up into 9th. Just sort of pull away on the when the lights went out. Tatey back up into 10th, Pilgrim 11th. Dodgy must have been off track. Manny got it all wrong into those combs, so I had to take some avoided action while everyone came past and got himself back on track. Currently sitting down in 13th. Nev then still leading. Don second, Dylan third, Champ 4th, Mocking Weeks 5th, Valium 6th, Aldo losing a position down in 7th, Baggy 8th, Tatey 9th, Ricky in 10th, Dodgy 11th, Manny 12th, and Pilgrim is coming through in 13th, 3.4 seconds back from Pilgrim. Nev then continuing to hold on to his lead in the background. We've got Dylan and Don side by side. Don's got the inside line. Who's going to carry the speed? Dylan takes out all those curves on the inside as well. Picks himself up a penalty. Cuts both those corners, I think. So yeah, 4 wheels off the track and gaining an advantage like that does mean a penalty for you. Holds on to second. Don third. Champ 4th. Mocking Weeks 5th, so top 5, pulled a bit of a gap from Aldo behind. other drivers going wide through there. Champ going off. Mocking Weeks going off. So a lot of time to those two in front. That's bringing Aldo back into this fight as well. Valium hot on his tail. Baggy there in 8th. Tatey 9th, looking to close that gap back up. Ricky J 10th, 2.7 back. He's just extended to 3. Dodgy not far off him either, less than a second. Manny as well, only a second back. Pilgrim lost another 10th, 3.1. Or he's just lost another couple of tenths, 3.3 seconds back. Nev then, 1 second gap from Dylan, who's got himself past Don. Chopping the corners off these boys, trying to defend. Another penalty picked up by Dylan for that. Don getting away with it. So Champ losing a bit of speed with that little off-track action through Pubon. As did Mocking Weeks. Aldo still under pressure from Valium though. Should get a good toe down here and back along the Kemmel straight. Can he make it work? 0.3 of a second back. Oh. Got to be careful, these cars. Although they've got all the downforce, they're still a little bit loose. Maybe not carrying enough speed at the minute for Valium to close that gap up and make a move. He's closing in, but I don't think he's going to make it work before the turn at Les Combes. No, backs off. Runs a little bit deep in there as well. Keeps himself in touch with Aldo though. Still got 1.4 seconds over him, Baggy in 8th. So under no direct threat at the minute from the 8th position driver. Let's close that gap back down to 1.3 though, so pulls in about half a second through there. Ricky's lost the place. Ricky's down in 12th. Great start, Ricky. Got himself up into 9th off the line. Pilgrim's all over the rear end of him at the minute. Mental Nev then continues to extend 1.7 seconds from Dylan. Dylan now got 1.9 over Don. Don's pulled. He's got only 0.8 between himself and Champ. There's only a second between himself and Mockin. Aldo now 1.5 seconds back. Starting to close that gap down. Just gets into the 1.4s. So out of pressure from Valium at the minute for Aldo. That's put Valium back under pressure from Baggy. Second back. Baggy all over the rear end. Again, not quite close enough to make a move into the Source. But he'll be in a good place to make a move along the Kemmel if he can keep it clean through the Source. A bit tail happy for Valium. Keeps it in front though. Baggy 0.4, 0.3. Gap coming down as they head down the hill. Bit of a lift through there just to try and keep it settled. Valium does extend a little bit. Gets the gap back up to almost 0.5 of a second. Starting to come back down again now, but I don't think Baggy's close enough this time. Again, no. So you've got to get the Source right. You've got to get Eau Rouge and Radion right. Oh, Valium a bit deep through there. It's going to slow him down. Comes back on track, doesn't take anybody out or himself, but Dirty Tyres has made him run wide. Baggy sneaks one down the inside. Can he hold it on the way down into Dave? Yes, he's already in front. Through Dave then. Baggy up into 7th, Valium 8th. Big gap in front to Aldo though for Baggy. Valium, both drivers running wide through there. Keep it on track. Just allowing Tatey to close up on him as well with these two battling in front. Gap coming down to less than a second. Manny in 10th, 4.1 seconds back. Dodgy another 2.7 seconds back in 11th. J12 1.7. He's kept that gap between himself and Pilgrim, extended a little bit, 1.3. Mental Nev 3.8 second lead over Don. He's got a soft tyre. So is everyone qualified? No, everyone's pretty much done qualifying on the super softs. There's a few drivers out there on soft tyres for the race, looking to run for those long stints. Mental Nev, he's got these BMWs in this track absolutely nailed. 4.2 second lead over Don. I think I'll go for a bit of a lap on board with Mental Nev. He's obviously putting in some flyers. Fastest lap of the race at the minute, 2:16.8, so he's managed to get in the 2:16s in the race pace as well. Through Rouge and Radion onto this Kemmel straight then. No slipstream for him down here. On the brakes into Les Coombs, still putting in purple sectors though. Mental Nev with no toe. He has got nobody to distract him at the minute. So Les Combs heading down towards Brussels. This is where we just saw Valium run a little bit wide and Baggy sneak his way through. So down towards Dave. This is what CJ and I lovingly decided to call Dave a couple of seasons ago. Heading down towards Poubon. This is where we see one or two drivers running out wide on the right hand side onto that green AstroTurf. Comfortably through there for Mental Nev though. Still holding 4.6 from anyone else. So into Campus. Absolutely spot on from Mental Nev at the minute. Putting the wheel wrong. Hopefully no commentator's curse either. So on the power, are we going to see a lift from Mental Nev through Blanchimont? Let's have a look. We've seen a little lift from a couple of the other drivers. Is this where Mental Nev's gaining his time? There's a slight lift, but it is very, it's almost a half throttle lift and back on. To the pits now then. Ooh, wrong driver. P1 Don stops out. He's got half a second penalty. Champ also stopping out. Aldo coming in the pits as well. Mocking Weeks stopped out. Dylan has stopped out. Baggy stopped out. Valium stopped out. Getting a little bit punchy with Tatey there, 6th and 7th. Manny stopped out. Dodgy has come. Sorry, Mental Nev just coming into the pits. Dodgy stopped out. Nev going for another set of softs. Or is he going to go for a set of super softs? Let's have a look when he comes out. Taking on board fuel at the minute, losing positions. Pilgrim in the pits. Aldo in the pits as well. Everybody else stopped out. They should only be able to put a lap in, I would have thought. So that releases Don up front. Champ second. Champ's actually got a fair amount of fuel on. Might be able to stick 2 laps in with that. Marky Weeks third, also holding quarter of a tank. Done really well on fuel as Mocking. Dylan under half a tank, under quarter of a tank for Dylan in 4th. Baggy 5th, so he'll definitely be at the end of this lap. Valium 6th, again being at the end of this lap. Same for Tatey. Manny, tank already flashing red, so he'll be at the end of this lap. Dodgy, just under quarter of a tank. Ricky J in 10th, so just under quarter of a tank for Ricky J. Mental Nev back out the pits in 11th, so he has gone for a fresh set of softs and 3/4 of a tank. We'll see how that plays out for him as the other drivers come in and out of the pits. Aldo in 12th, just coming out of the pits as well, fresh set of supers. 3/4 of a tank on board for him. Pilgrim has gone for the full tank and a set of softs. So Don, tiny bit of penalty to lose. He's under a little bit of pressure from Champ at the minute. Should see him chuck himself into the pits this lap. I don't think he's brave enough to do another lap on that fuel. Champ follows him in. Mocking Weeks stops out again. Mocking Weeks with all the fuel. Dylan braving it out for another lap as well, and he is actually pretty close to Mocking Weeks. Might be able to make a bit of a move as they head down through Kennel. There is 3/4 of a second between them. I think most of the rest of the pack are coming in. Baggy, Tatey, Valium, Champ, Don, Manny, all in the pits this lap. Dodgy coming in. Mental Nev just coming through that final chicane. J in 4th. He's braving it out for another lap as well. But Mocking Weeks, he's definitely got another lap of fuel on board on that car. And the Racing Supersoft as well. He's currently got Dylan behind him, but nowhere really for Dylan to make a move. Dylan's got 2.7 seconds penalty as well, so a lot of work for Dylan to do. Got to lose that penalty, stay in touch with Mocking. It's going to be a lap down. So a worn out set of softs for Dylan, possibly just using Mocking Weeks to save himself a little bit of fuel around here. Maybe scared he's going to run out. Keeping himself in touch with Mocking Weeks though, trying to drop his penalty. .7 seconds. That's a disgusting amount of penalty. So we'll get a good tow on Mocking Weeks down here. He's got the tiniest of blims of fuel left in his tank. Just stays behind Mocking as they go through Blanchimont. Doesn't want to cause any issues through there for the pair of them. Right, he's going to chuck one down the inside. Thought about it. It does let Mocking Weeks go through. Mocking goes through for another lap then. So Dylan in the pits now. What kind of lead is Mocking Weeks going to have? He's on a pretty beaten up set of super softs. That's going to be slowing him down a little bit. Just wait for Mental Nev to come across the line. He'll be the next in line for a position. Don't think Dylan will get out before him. So the gap, 29.5 seconds. Should have timed how long Dylan was in that pit for. Still taking on board fuel actually. Dropping down the order now. So Mocking Weeks, 29.2 seconds. Quite a long circuit this one. We'll lose a bit of time to those drivers behind who have stopped. Interested to see where he comes out. Has he played an absolute blinder, Mocking Weeks? Just saved himself so much forward. And obviously he can do that in the next stint as well. So other people might be doing a bit of fuel saving. He might have all the fuel in the world to go hell for leather. Champ almost lost his penalty. Oh no, sorry, it was Dylan we were looking at with penalty. Disgusting amount of penalty, 2.2 seconds, lost half a second. Fresh set of mediums actually. Full tank as well. Is Dylan looking to run to the end? He's on the slower tyre, under no direct threat. Baggy 8 seconds back. Weeks then. He's only lost 0.3 of a second on this lap so far. He's only got this fastest section to go. Just got to get it through the chicane at the end. Oh, he's lost a bit of time now. 27.4 seconds the gap. The fresher tyres on Mental Nev's car starting to work through this tight middle section. Mocking Weeks in the pits now then. Let's keep ourselves on board with Mental Nev, see where he ends up. He's already really got a great big gap between himself and third place, 11.1 seconds. We'll have to pit again, will Menton-Nev. Not enough fuel on to go for the rest of the race. Champ putting all sorts of pressure on Don as they go through Blanchimont. Where's Mocking Weeks? Just coming to the pits, get some tyres on. Still waiting on for fuel. So they cross the start-finish line. Where are you going to get released? It's a long old pit stop, isn't it? Gets released now then. Where's he going to come out? Side by side with Dylan. All that penalty. After weeks on the 2-lap fresher set of super softs as well. Full tank on board. So Menton-Nev, he takes the race lead, 11.4 seconds over P1 Don. Don still under pressure from Champ. Aldo just in the background in 4th, 2.7 seconds back. Set of super softs on for Aldo though. Dylan 5th. He's gone for those mediums and a full tank. We've got Mocking Weeks right behind him with super softs and a full tank. So he'll be quicker straight away, Mocking. But it'll be taking a little bit more out of his tyres. Baggy in 7th. He's come out on a fresh set of softs. Tatey has gone for super softs, just dropping his penalty off there. I think Valium just picking up a bit of penalty. Valium, oh, he's fishtailed it in the background. He's not put it in a wall yet. Now he has. Oh, picked up front end damage for Valium. Back on track. Loses a position. Manny comes through to take that 9th. Valium 10th. Not up to full race pace yet either. Dodgy and Pilgrim closing up on him. No damage on either of these cars. Little bits of penalty to lose. Mickey J in 13th. 27 seconds back. So how's Mocking Weeks getting on against Dylan? Coming into this final turn. Dylan's still trying to lose his penalties. Mocking Weeks getting it wrong at the exit of the chicane. Unable to get the drive he wanted on his rival in front. And they are both closing up on Aldo. No fishtailing that time. Does close back up with Dylan a little bit. Gap at 0.8 of a second. What are they? Oh, 2.8 back from Aldo, just travelling up the hill. Cleanly through there for Mocking Weeks and Dylan. Just outside of that slipstream range for Mocking Weeks as well. Needs to get back into range of that. Can't have P1 Dylan disappearing. He's still got his penalty to lose. Goes for a little bit of airborne action as well with those cones. Gap back down to half a second then. A little bit of ghosting out for Dylan while he dropped his penalty. Oh, he's gone deep into the hairpin as well. It's allowed Mocking Weeks to close back up. 0.4 of a second. Now towards Poubon. Getting himself back in check then. Mocking Weeks almost had the move down the start-finish straight, but lost the tail end as he left the chicane. Again, Dylan just going a little bit deep there on those mediums. The super softs working, as you can see, a lot better, but they will wear out quicker. Dylan then, again, nowhere near as quick as Mocking Weeks out there. Mocking Weeks should make light work of him down here. Is he going to make the move? He is. Down the inside before Blanchimont. Not a lot Dylan could do about that. He's had to run himself wide though, giving Mocking Weeks the space. Avoids picking up a... Oh, I say that. He's just picked up half a second penalty. So his penalty's back up to 2.4. It's unfortunate. Oh, Aldo's just got it wrong out of exactly what Mocking Weeks has just done. So Mocking promoted up into 4th. P1 Dylan in 5th. So that's just what we saw Mocking Weeks do. But Mocking Weeks managed to keep it out of the wall. Aldo unfortunately didn't. No damage on his car, you lucky, lucky boy. So 15 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Mental Nev 14.4 seconds out front. Don and Champ are battling it out for this position. Don still winning out. Half a tank on fuel on board. Same for Champ, half a tank. Is that enough to last them? What is Mental Nev on? Mental Nev's going to have to stop again. So that 14.4 second lead is definitely going to disappear. Probably going to lose that actually with the length of the pit stops. That gives him about 14 minutes, 13 minutes to try and battle his way back. Depends though, you might see Champ and Don come in for a fresh set of tyres. You might not. Fuel to the limit then, Mental Nev. Still 14.3 back, still under pressure from Champ. Mocking Weeks then past Dylan 1.8 seconds as well. So the faster tyre then definitely working for Mocking Weeks. Again, it will wear itself out quicker. Become a little bit trickier at the end of this race, whereas Dylan's will have a little bit more life left in them. 7 seconds back from Champ as well, so a bit of work to do if Mocking's looking for a podium position. Still pulling time over Dylan. Mental Nev, what have you done? Mental Nev, what have you done? You're not getting around a full lap on that tank. He's gone half fuel in 4th. Mental Nev, what have you done? Even on half fuel, even on half throttle, he's not making it round a full lap here. Oh, Mental, he's taking all the shortcuts. Screw the penalties, I'll take them. He's out. I think he's actually out of fuel. Mental Nev, no. Oh, it was looking so good for you. So good. That was going to be such a long lap with no fuel. Oh, even if you were fuel saving, it was going to be long. Mental Nev, no. You just see Don and Champ come sweeping through there. Oh, it was going to turn into a great fight as well. Mental Nev would have come out of the pits in probably 3rd, maybe 4th. I would have had a bit of a punch-up with Don, Champ and Mocking Weeks to take that position back. So Mocking Weeks comes through to take 3rd. Dylan 4th. Mental Nev, no. If you got it a bit squirrely and it's reset you on the start-finish line of the... that can happen. Get the chicane wrong at the end, it resets you on the start-finish line and you can't get back into the pits. Oh, Mental, oh, smashed it in quali, smashing the race. Oh, chucked away, just hemorrhaging positions as he takes his time to get back to this start-finish straight and back into the pits. But it's all falling apart for Mental Nev at the minute. Don then leads, still being harassed by Champ. A little bit more fuel on board for Champ. We'll see whether that benefits him at the end. 11.5 minutes remaining. Mocking Weeks. So, closed up half a second. It's actually a bit more than that. 0.7 of a second on Champ, and the battle for first in front. Pulled all sorts of time over Dylan, 2.9 seconds, just creeps up to 3 there. Baggy in 5th now. He was fighting it out down in 9th position a while back. He will have to stop again though. He's got under a quarter of a tank of fuel on board. 11 minutes remaining. That's not going to last him. Manny, don't know whether that's going to last you either. Tatey, did you get it in the pits cleanly? Sounded a little bit tired, squealy through there. Aldo in 9th then. Fresh set of super softs, 3/4 of a tank on for him. Tatey in the pits, no damage, so yeah, looks like he got in okay. Valium in the pits. Oh, there's Mental Nev. Oh, Mental Nev. Oh, Mental Nev. So in the pits he comes then. So yeah, if you get these corners wrong, it can reset you on that start-finish straight, and that is you unable to. If you reverse up the track or anything like that, it'll just keep resetting you on the start-finish line. That's all it'll do. It doesn't give you the option to get back in the pits. You have to do a lap, just like Mental Nev has. Absolutely out of fuel. I can imagine he's going to Godzilla the house any minute. Well, in 9.5 minutes, he might Godzilla the house. We know it's possible. We've seen this man here do it. Photos as evidence. Potato internet can do that to a man. You know what it's like having a great race, and then all of a sudden, potato, and your internet turns off, or you get kicked out of a room or something. Champ just sticking to the rear end of Don as they head round Spa here. Not really looking to make a move. Definitely on the fuel saving one for Champ. Quarter of a tank on board. 9 minutes remaining. Don got about an 1/8 of a tank on. He's going to have to stop again. Champ's going to be able to do a lap extra. Mocking Weeks now. He's still not been able to close that gap right up. Still 6.3 seconds between 3rd and 2nd. He's pulled a great big chunk of time over Dylan though. Dylan's still holding all sorts of penalty. Now unfortunately 3.4 seconds back. Only 5th, another 26 seconds back. Baggy in the pits now. Aldo coming through, he's going to take that position. He's got fresh fuel and fresh tyres on. Tatey as well, actually carrying good speed through here. He's already stopped as well. See where Tatey comes out in relation to Baggy. He's still not been released. It does say he's got past him when he crosses the pit entrance, but it doesn't always work out like that. Baggy gets released back onto track then in 6th position. So fresh set of super softs, half a tank on board. Champ looking for a way past Don then. Don picked himself up a bit of a penalty. Champ has got himself past now. That extra fuel on board. Start trying to pull away, but Don is now going to be in the fuel saving mode. Tucked into that slipstream of Champ in front. Down towards this fastest part of the circuit. Don's not messing about though. He's not looking to fuel save. He wants that position back. Thank you very much. Down towards Blanchimont. He's going to have to back out through here. Oh, he's gone massively deep as well. Pick up a half a second penalty for that one. His penalty, doesn't pick up another. Both drivers into the pits. Where's this going to put Mocking Weeks? So he's still got half a tank of fuel on board. This is going to put Mocking Weeks up front. He's got plenty of fuel on to run to the end of the race. His tyres are a little bit beaten up. Half-worn set of super softs. Dylan also not stopped. He's gone for that set of mediums. Only got a quarter of a tank on board. 6.5 minutes remaining. Champ stopped. Don stopped. Manny, where's he going to come through? He might have to stick a bit of fuel in as well. Right, maybe he's leaving it for a lap. Move on to one more. Champ gets released then back into third. Manny fourth. There's Don. Don actually comes back out on track in fourth, but miles back from Champ. Champ actually only taking on just over a quarter of a tank. Don has gone for the half a tank, and that's what's put him now 5.8 seconds behind Champ. I know Champ had just got past Don, but there was only half a second in it at the most. Champ now 5.5 seconds up the road from Don. Not going to last too long. Don's car is running. He's actually closing that gap down already. Why is Champ struggling all of a sudden? Car's lighter, he's got the fresh tyres on, but he is already losing time to Don. 4.4 seconds to gap down to. Mocking Weeks then, 5.5 second lead currently. Plenty of fuel on, just his tyres he's got to worry about. Dylan in second, he's also not sure about your fuel. You may have to do a little splash and dash at the end, or a great big chunk of fuel saving, Dylan. Mediums not looking too bad though. You've got 22.9 seconds over Champ. Just hope Champ's put the right amount of fuel in. Don then, look at that. Don 1.9 seconds from 5.5 seconds down to 1.9 seconds. Just on a fresh set of tyres. His car is actually running heavier. He's got half a tank of fuel on board versus Champ's quarter of a tank. And he has hauled 4 seconds out of the man since they've left the pits. He may as well just go for the overtake. Just give him the place, Champ. Just give him the place. Look. I bet you can't believe that. Look. I'm having it, says Don. I'm having it. Forget you and your 5.5 second lead. Don't mess it up now, Don. Screw your 5.5 second lead with your short stop in the pits. That's what he said to that. Screw your lead, and I'm going to have almost a second, thank you very much. Champ is coming back at him now, though. Where is Mental Nev? Where has he put himself? He is in 12th, unfortunately. 9.3 back from Valium. So yes, something happened, and he missed the pit entrance, and he had to do a lap. Well, he made it up to the Kemble Straight, but that's about as far as he made it. And then it was a trip round, coasting with no fuel, dropped him all the way down. I don't know if you ended up 12th or 13th. I'm sure you ended up at the back. But yes, very, very unfortunate for Mental Nev. He smashed it in quali as well. He was smashing the race lead. He got about 4 or 5 second lead. Oh no, it was 11 second lead, wasn't it? It was 11.5 second lead. You fluffed it. So, Mocking Weeks pulling time over Dylan. 10.4 seconds. Don then in third. Chopping time out of Champ. Yeah, I'm just wondering about your fuel, Champ. Don's got plenty on. Wound up to the max as well. What is he? 18.8 seconds back from Dylan. 2 minutes 20 left on the clock. That will mean one more lap, but great big tall. That's a skyscraper of a manoeuvre to try and make that time up on Dylan. The worn mediums. Again, fresh super softs though, we'll see. Only going to take a slight mistake from Dylan. He's picking up penalties and losing them as well. Through the source then. This will become last lap, I think. It's almost going to be on the line when it ticks over. Oh, P1 Don is chopping time out. He's got 2 seconds out of him. It's a long lap as well. Like I say, Dylan on those warm mediums. Penalties as well. Does he pick up another half a second for that? Yep. pick up a little penalty. It didn't look like he'd got all 4 wheels off track. Blackguard has got away with it. So he is taking the time down. Just put his fastest lap of the race in, a 2:17.6. Little purple sector from him as well. Gap between himself and second place, 15.5 seconds. 45 seconds remaining on the race timer. They are about halfway around this circuit. So Mocking Weeks still 11.2 up front. A couple of back markers he's coming up to, but they're around any kind of tricky corners now. He's only going to really get them on Blanchimont or the chicane. Hopefully he doesn't get Vigoed in any trouble through there. 20 seconds remaining. This is going to become final lap. P1 Don, unfortunately, not able to chop much more time out of Dylan in front. Gap still at 15.2. So, race timer has ticked over. Final lap, just as I said, just as he pretty much comes up to the line. Through that chicane for the final time, played his strategy right in Mocking Weeks. And he comes across the line to take race win in round 7. I forget. Great drive by Mocking. Well done, mate. Dylan comes out of the chicane a little bit sideways. Tries to drop his penalty just before the end, which he does. Takes second as well. Another good drive from Dylan. Just waiting for Don to come through here as well. Yeah, Don, jeez, what happened as you left the pits? Absolutely on fire. Don takes third then. He's pulled himself 10.4 seconds over Champ in the end. Was 5 seconds back when they came out the pits. 5.5. Within a lap, he took it off him. So Champ 4th then. Baggy is going to come home in 5th. He'll definitely be happy with that. 5th place for Bags. Manny's out of fuel. He's dropping positions. Unfortunately, Aldo just coming through. Tatey coming through. These two battling it out for... Oh, Tatey, where are you going? Tatey. Manny might beat you. He's got no fuel on board. You can't have that. Aldo takes 6th. Tatey 7th. Manny smashes it into wall in frustration in 8th because he's not got enough speed to do a proper handbrake. Dodgy coming home for 9th. Pilgrim 10th. Ricky J 11th. Mental Nev 12th. Oh, Mental Nev. Malian 13th. Yeah, Mental Nev, man. What a shame. What a shame. Led quali. Smashed it by quali. In quali, half a second lead in quali. Was a second plus up in lap 1. Managed to get himself 11-second lead, and then witchcraft and sorcery happened, and somehow he missed his pits and had to do a whole lap. Well, no, had to do 2/3 of a lap with 0 fuel. The first third of a lap he had to fuel save. Wasn't enough though, and yeah, just hemorrhaging positions all the way down to the back. Fortunate for Mental Nev, but yes, good effort up until that point, my friend. Mocking Weeks though, a win on the board for him. He'll be definitely happy with that as well. Like I say, just played his strategy about right. So that was round 7 of P1RC's Gr3 BMW League. I am back tomorrow night at 8:30 for Tanso Racing, Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup. It is the finals. I want to say Bathurst. I want to say in the dark. Unfortunately, it's not in the dark, in the wet. Unfortunately, it might be in the dark. I'm hoping it's in the dark. It'll scare the crap out of them. So that's tomorrow night. That's the finals. Nothing Tuesday, nothing Wednesday. Back on Thursday at 9 o'clock for P1 boys. And the next round of the Renault Megans. That's been a really good league as well. No GTTCC this Friday. So back Sunday, same time next week. 8 o'clock for the Tanso N300 League and 9 o'clock for the Gr3 BMW League. That is about it. I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you want to help my channel out, get yourselves over to buymeacoffee.com/.smoker. Drop a little donation if you can. Thank you very much. Other than that, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a subscribe. Tell your mates, tell your mums. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Vote for driver of the day. And tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.